Hello dear students, how are you all? What are your hobbies? In my case, I like traveling and visiting new places. What about you all? Have you traveled anywhere? How far it was? And what means of transport did you all use? Bus, bicycle, train, aeroplane, car? Anything else? Alright, in today's class, we are going to deal with all these. The name of the topic is Motion and Measurement of Distances. In this lesson, we are going to deal with some old stories, some new one, most of the activities and fun. Okay, are you all ready? Now I am going to tell you the story of transport. Long ago, people did not have any means of transport. People used to walk, carry goods either on their back or using animals. For transport along water routes, people used boats of streamlined shape just like fish. The invention of wheel made great change in the modes of transport. People started traveling through vehicles pulled by animals like bullock cart, horse cart, camel cart, etc. and then used bicycles for transport. Then the invention of steam engine introduced new source of power, and in this new era of transport started with railroads for carriages, wagons. Here in this video, we can see the movement of train. Later came automobiles such as bikes, cars, buses, electric trains, monorail and so on. Here we can see the video of bikes on the road. For water transport, motorized boats and ships were used. In early years of 19th century, saw the development of aeroplanes, helicopters and now even spacecraft for traveling in the space. You all know about Kalpana Chawla and Sunita Williams who traveled in space in spacecrafts. Here in this video we can see the transport through airways. Students, we all saw the videos of different means of transport. So moving further, we will now differentiate modes of transport into three types: land, air and water. Now you all think some modes of transport through land, water and air. In this table, the land transport are bus, train, bicycle, motorbike, car, truck. Through waterways, boat, ship, yacht. Through airways, aeroplane, helicopter, spacecraft. It was interesting to know about different vehicles, right? So, when you are going to school or some other place, how will you decide whether you need to take a bicycle, bus, train, aeroplane to reach your school, market or friend's place? It is important to know the distance so that we can have an idea of how we are going to reach that place. Walk, take a bus or a train, a ship, an aeroplane or even a spacecraft. There are so many occasions we come across where we need to measure the distances, know the length, width or height of the objects. The tailor needs to measure the length of a cloth to stitch. A carpenter needs to know height, length or breadth of a table to cut the wood. A farmer wants to know the area of his farm and so on. If you want to know your height, length of the broom, width of the desk, how far it is from Pernem to Kanakona, Earth to Moon, one common thing we need to know the distance between the two places. Let us learn to measure distance or length in detail. We will learn some measurements with activities using different things as a unit of length. You have to find the length and breadth of your classroom with foot as your unit of length. Next activity is to measure the width of a table using your handspan as a unit of length. Using this, complete table 10.1 and 10.2 from your textbook. From these activities, we conclude that measurement means the comparison of an unknown quantity with some known quantity. This fixed quantity is called unit. Measurement is expressed in two parts. One part is the number and other part is the unit of measurement. For example, 5 handspans. Here in these activities, we cannot get exact measurement as the measure of foot or handspan differs from person to person. In ancient times, these were some of the commonly used units of measurements: foot, handspan, footstep, finger, fist or muthi, hand, Cubit, the length of elbow to the fingertip. Yard, the distance between the outstretched arm and chin. However, this caused confusion as everybody's body could be of slightly different sizes. So, here need arises to follow some standard unit of measurements, which we will see in the next class. To summarize, today we learn different means of transport through ancient times to most recent one. Next, invention of wheel and steam engine made a great change in the modes of transport. Three different modes of transport, that is through landways, waterways and airways. Again, we learned the measuring units from ancient times to most recent one. Measure using foot, handspan or other body parts is not accurate as the size differs from person to person. Next, the measurement is a comparison between unknown quantity to the known quantity. In the next class, we are going to deal with some standard units of measurement. Let us evaluate. Fill in the blanks. The invention of dash made a great change in the modes of transport. And the correct answer is wheel. Dash is a comparison between unknown quantity with some known quantity. And the correct answer is measurement. Dash is a length from elbow to the fingertip. Correct answer is cubit. Dash is a distance between outstretched arm and chin. And the correct answer is yard. Okay students, we will meet in the next session of this topic part 2. Till then, take care. Bye.